Picture a friend you can't see, stuck indoors all week. You can't watch the weather where they are, but every day they tell you whether they carried an umbrella. From that single clue, you start guessing the weather you never observed. That guessing game has a name. A hidden Markov model is a probabilistic model for sequences where you see the outputs but the states that produce them stay hidden. Let's break it open. To really get it, follow the two layers that make up the model, one leading into the next, and watch how the visible clues connect back to the hidden story. Underneath, everything runs a chain of hidden states. In our example, that's the weather, rainy or sunny, and it evolves by the Markov property, meaning the next state depends only on the current one, not the entire history before it. Those jumps from one state to the next are governed by transition probabilities. At every step, the hidden state throws off a visible clue. Rainy weather makes an umbrella likely, sunny weather makes it unlikely, and those odds are the emission probabilities. So each hidden state emits an observation you can actually see, and that observation is your only handle on the state hiding behind it. Here's the catch that names the whole model. You only ever see the observations, the umbrella or no umbrella. The weather itself, the thing you actually care about, stays completely hidden behind that curtain of clues the whole time. So the real work is inference. From the visible sequence of clues, you reason backward to the hidden states that most likely produced them. That single move, seeing the surface and inferring the depths, is the entire point of a hidden Markov model, and it's what makes the model so useful whenever the thing you care about is one you can't measure directly. Let me sharpen why this model matters with a clean before and after. Observations on their own tell you almost nothing about the process behind them. A string of umbrella, no umbrella, umbrella is just noise until you assume some hidden mechanism generated it. Raw outputs give you no explanation, no structure, no way to reason about causes. And HMM supplies exactly that mechanism. Hidden states with transitions and emissions turn a meaningless stream into an explainable sequence. Suddenly you can ask what state you were probably in at each moment, and why one observation followed another, because the model gives the noise a hidden backbone and a set of probabilities you can actually compute with. Now, three ideas carry the whole framework, and together they made HMMs a workhorse for decades. First, two layers define it. Hidden states you can't observe and visible emissions you can. The states carry the real story while the emissions are the only window you get into them, and keeping those two separate is the key mental move. Second, the Markov property keeps the math tractable. Each state depends only on the one right before it, not the entire history, so transitions stay simple. That assumption is a simplification, but it's what makes everything computable at scale. Third, three elegant algorithms answer the key questions. Viterbi finds the single most likely hidden sequence behind your observations. The forward algorithm scores how likely those observations were in the first place, and Baumwelch, a form of expectation maximization, learns the transition and emission probabilities straight from the data itself. Alright, for takeaways to lock in. A hidden Markov model describes sequences where you observe the outputs but the states generating them stay hidden. It has two layers, hidden states that jump by transition probabilities, and visible observations each state emits by emission probabilities. Elegant algorithms answer the core questions, Viterbi for the best hidden path, forward for likelihood, and Baumwelch to learn the parameters. For decades, HMMs were the workhorse of speech recognition, part of speech tagging, and biological sequence analysis like gene finding. Neural models have largely replaced them, but they remain the way we think about hidden state sequences. Want more foundations demystified in plain language? Head over to Standarity.com.